Sunita, a tray of తీసుకొని ఇక్కడ పెట్టండి.
ఆ పక్కన నుండి చూడండి.
चलो मिला let's set please. Cameras on. Yeah, keep it down my child. It's hot. श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय. Where's Raghav? अच्छा अच्छा. So thank you for coming earlier.
हम कोशिश करेंगे next month में.
No, I have to stop camera for 15 minutes. But let's say please, the first thing as every Saturday we'll do Mahamrityunjay 108 times. And the very key part is that we have to be very prepared internally to take even name. Puttar, we can, if Deva bothers you, just leave him outside for some time. No, let him be outside then. Let him play outside. Deva, go मेरा बच्चा. Deva, go. Or you want to come and sit with Papa? Don't close it. Leave it open now. That way I will know if he's there. He is. पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् पुष्टिवर्धनम् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् 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 मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् 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 उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात् 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात्। 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्ष्यमामृतात् 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 ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं 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 पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Please rub your hands 3 times and put it up the warmth on your face and eyes. Shri Sachidanand Sadguru Sai Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Anand, Anand, Anand. आनंद। संध्या जी इन सबको थोड़ी थोड़ी दे देते हैं, इससे पहले गिर जाए सब। चाय। No, it was very nice that they both also were there in time and we could do the Abhishekam in time and we started. We were very wide about, but then we have to pause for 15 minutes and we start. So we have to know Mirabacha. One thing is very important. If we want anything to do with the spiritual aspect, if we want to, because this is nothing which will come by force or any push. Spiritual means adhyatam. Adhyatam means we have to have some kind of a tyag, sacrifice. Only then you can go. Why? Because there is no gain without a pain. If we are serious in our life, if we are really wanting ourselves to really know that, you know what, we have realized and found out that the true sense of life is not what we are seeing outside, it is inside. So we need to do another journey on the same time. In the body, whatever we have to do as our responsibilities, it's a responsibility. You have a body, that means you have a responsibility. You can't run away from the responsibilities. Without being attached to them, you have to travel internally also. If you don't happen to travel internally, that's fine. You can do that, that is your choice. But then, you are into the circle of life and death continuously. And in this due course of time, what happens is that, we discussed last time, we make a lot of karmas. And some good, some bad. Good karmas are good enough, but if it is some bad karmas, then we get into, you know, that rope. Have anybody seen an old cricket ball from inside? When that leather thing opens up, that ball is wrapped with cork and lot of thread onto it, right? So it takes a lot of time if you have to take that inside ball, the cork one, hard one. What does that mean? That means is, this is our outer shell. This body is an outer shell. Now outer shell also has a shell inside. So we need to open up, keep pulling out. Keep pulling out that rope. Then there will be a shell. You open it. Then inside there used to be a small cork. That is how it is there. And then the second purpose is that if we don't walk on a spiritual aspect and the karmas we do, they become like a rope wrapped around. Because of our thought process, that whatever thoughts we carry, whatever actions we do, they get wrapped. So now, what does that wrap mean? Wrapping means, instead of opening up, we are wrapping up. Instead of unfolding ourselves, we are folding ourselves. So the more we fold ourselves into worldly desires, what will happen?
That cord will be lost inside something.
The cord will be lost inside. What more? We will be lost in the 84 lakh life and death circle. Now, we may not know. We may not know how many births will it take us again to come back to human life. We may not know. Yesterday, I had a very, painful thought. There was somebody called up and they said they want to have a prayer to Baba. We heard a lot about things happening at Sai Dham, so we also want their brother, their son is going through a very pain-killing disease. I'm forgetting the name. It starts from P. No. Parkinson's. It's 39 years old, he's going through that. And I was telling Baba, that very moment, the thought which clicked my mind, that will not be the only person we're having it. There are other people also who have dementia, Parkinson, and so many different diseases, cancers rushing around the globe. You know, we have psoriasis, multiple sclerosis, and you name it. You know, the N number of diabetes is a common factor to go. Mental illness is becoming a big part to go. You know, schizophrenia, how many things. So what immediate thought came up was, wow, what all karmas we have done that Almighty has to give us new diseases to suffer from that. See, we have to go through our pains. Whatever we give, good and bad, we have to pay for it. So, we have not heard, like 30 years back, 40 years back, who would have heard of the disease called Parkinson? Did you hear it? I never heard it. So why I'm saying this is that there are new diseases are coming up. That means that whatever suffering they are going through, there is something to do with the connection of our karmas. And there will be similar people, whoever is into that category. Why I'm saying this is that beautifully Baba has said, we should not be wrapped in bhav ke bandhan. We should not get ourselves wrapped. Ocean and oceans of attachments. Ocean and ocean. We are so lost in the worldly desires, we are not ready to understand that we are not here for a permanent fixture. We live in this world like a permanent fixture. Isn't it? Harjeet? Right?
Yes.
Then we are permanent here. We are not going to go. I have a house which has like 4 walls, a roof, a piece of land that is mine. You know, somebody was telling me, I've identified the area where I want to buy the house. The lane I've identified. Shucks. Harjeet, did you go downstairs, mera bachcha? Huh? Acha, theek hai. Sanaji, maybe in the kitchen downstairs. So, and I was thinking that time, the child is very, for years I've been planning because they cannot buy before 2018. Then I was telling Baba, this is the budget and this is the target, this is what I want. And like, Baba, where is that design that I want you? Then I had to push those children. Like I had to request literally, please don't jump downsizes, but I upsizes. Remember always, never try to upscale in terms of your living standards. Always downsize your living standards. Why?
So
When you want to fall down, you will not have, anyway you have to fall down. So when you have to fall down, you will have lesser steps.
we will be close to the reality or
Oh, wonderful, super. Stay blessed, wonderful. So the more we are downsizing ourselves, no, I'm not pointing at my child. Why I'm trying to teach you, I don't want you to lose the value of life. You know what I mean? I don't want you to lose the value of life because the moment we are downsizing, what will happen? Two good things, as they said. First of all, we'll stay grounded. Secondly, even if we fall, we will not get hurt. Supposedly. The most important factor. What is the most important? Everybody will be very closely living. The whole family will be very close-knit because it's not much of space to run around. So whatever is happening in the house will be known by everybody in the house. Right? The other good part is you will have something excess with you available. If you upscale, whatever you get more will go. But if you step down, you will have something more to save. हाँ दे दीजिए मैं लेता हूँ. मैं थोड़ा सा जल लेता हूँ वहाँ से. वो मेरा यहाँ जल पड़ा दे दीजिए उसमें लेता हूँ. तो what is important is हाँ बच्चे कोई भी दे दे पुत्र. वो कॉपर वाला दे दे पुत्र. कॉपर वाला. हाँ इसी में प्लीज दे दीजिए. प्लीज दे दीजिए. नहीं बच्चे. We were in Nashua, and I remember the child there. There was 2 children there in Nashua when we were staying with Nalini there, and there was another child, and Nalini's friend used to be coming, Geeta. They had a very wonderful thing. They will give tea. Before tea, they will give you water, little warm water. I said, why are you giving me water? Hey, Bhaiji, because if you drink tea, they'll take the water away from your body. So first you take water, then you would take.
1 cup of tea, you should drink 4 glasses of water.
Oh, you know that? Oh, wonderful.
That is much.
Yeah.
So, but they used to give 1 glass before, you drink that, then you take tea. Beautiful.
Because it dehydrates.
Everything okay, Ajit?
Coffee also.
Coffee or tea, whatever.
So, important part is, remember, whenever you are, and let me tell you one beautiful thing, huh? You can go and check with people who have the biggest home also, big home. You will see that 2 things are happening there. If the family is close, they love each other, they will try to sleep together. They will try to be very close-knitted. If not, then they will be so scattered, nobody would know what is happening in the home, and they will be totally lost in some time. So if we still have to live together, why we have to go that? There's no harm in expansion, there's no harm in upscaling, provided we upscale our internal soul also, internal path also. This is the only thing which you can take to heights and heights, and nobody will stop you. And the beauty is, nobody can make you fall down because it is in your hand only. All the worldly material may be in somebody else's hand. Somebody else has to give us job, somebody else has to give us business, somebody has to work for us. Everything is somebody. Right or wrong? You're depending on somebody. But in the inner journey, you don't have to depend on anybody. And you can keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And nobody to stop you. It is your choice how high you want to go. What choices you make in life is very important, mera bachcha. Very, very important. Baba said, I give you 2 years. The purpose is not everything is to go down. It works as a ventilator also. Something which is not liking, just let it go. Something which is good, keep a hand here, let it go down. And I'm purposely giving you 1 tongue under the teeth and with the cover of lips. I have purposely given you only 1 tongue. Either you can utilize this tongue with all the flavors and taste of life, or you can just taste my name and chant and enjoy. It is up to us how we want to enjoy it. Unfortunately, Yesterday only, or today, I was thinking, you know how I had this going on inside my life, you know. Nowadays we are very customized that we have to eat outside. There has to be at least once a week, so give me chutti. I'm just saying, beloved. You may not be doing it, but in general, this is normally a westernized culture is becoming up. Not Indianized, but the westernized culture is this. What is happening is, we are paying for taking trouble home. What are we doing? We are paying for the trouble. Please give me trouble. What do you want? I want bhindi do pyaza. What do you want? I want, sir, dal makhani. What do you want? I want chilli paneer. I want noodles. I want spring roll. Whatever. So there will be a beautiful, lavish food on the table. We will enjoy it. Now, we don't realize it. The cook inside, has he got a salary? We don't know. Was he crying and abusing the owner when he was cooking the food? The people who were chopping and things getting ready, what was the chopping? What thoughts were in them when they were chopping it? I will not leave it. I have to do this part. You people have treated me a lot. My husband is killing me. Like, whatever. So all that anger has been chopped. And then the cook takes to fry. What is he frying? He may be frying lust. And then we get that food on the table, and the end of the table, how many people? 6 people, $150, sir. Here. For what? Giving us trouble. Thank you so much. We are very happy. So what is important is, we remember this part. I'm not saying don't, my child. If when you have a situation where you have to go outside and eat, or if you bring something to eat, if you bring trouble home to eat, please make sure that food is first offered to God. Almighty, I humbly request you, we don't know what kind of ingredients are being put in this. Ingredients not in terms of spices and onion and garlic, ingredients in terms of thoughts. Because if restaurant doesn't cook good food, nobody will come to eat. But whatever they cook, the server, and what are they going through, we don't know. So please purify this food. Take away all the bad elements of thought before you take it. Not before I take it. Before you take it. So what will happen? What will happen? Food will be purified. So even if you happen to be in circumstances, please make sure you have purified the food first. But don't make it a routine of purifying every day. Because a food which mother can cook, a wife can cook, a sister can cook, even a man of the home can cook with all that love, you will not get it outside. Trust me, you will not get it outside. You both have started taking things very granted. That is what is happening. I am watching you both. I wanted to say this today, and I wanted to say loud and clear, when we want something, we have to sacrifice. Instead of sacrificing, we have started paying more attention to our dress sense. Abhishek was 7:30. I haven't seen you at 7:30 for last how many Saturdays?
I don't know, Kyo hacking my alarm. 6 बजे वाला ऐसे somehow I just turned it off.
Oh, it is only one alarm, no two separate
He
alarms?
didn't put alarm on today, and that's what happened. I just turned it off instead of snoozing.
Oh, wow. So we basically focused on alarms. Wonderful.
No.
That's excellent, Gupta. We were just talking about it. So without sacrifice, there is no gain. So what is the important factor is, please make sure you try and cook your food at home daily. Please. Try and reduce. It may be the best hygienic food you get from outside. I'm not saying the food is not hygienic because there are so much laws in place. But reality is that thoughts are not purified. May not be every person is that standard, but that is what is normal process. Every person has his own thought process. Even if he has come with a good intention to work, but you never know what is he going through. It is a very key element of our life. Are you determined? Are you committed to yourself? Now you cannot tell him, is he committed? Or he cannot tell you, are you committed? You can help each other. You can guide each other. You can support each other. But it is your internal will, which she cannot give you. Or neither he can give you. Till the time we have that will inside us, that yes, I want to come out of all these attachments. I want to be more uplifting myself internally. And trust me one thing, from the day and from the time you start believing that I have to uplift myself and I have to come out of all attachments, you know what will happen? Slowly, gradually, nothing will make you hurt. Nothing will affect you. If something will affect you as a human being, it will be a very temporary thing. Gone. How temporary? You know, maybe you guys have dishwashers at home, but not every home has a dishwasher. So what happens? The pot which has become dirty, we keep it in the sink. Right? Even to put it in dishwasher, you have to still rinse it. So what will happen is, it is clean again to be reused. So if something has come up also, it will be getting clean. So if you try to upscale yourself internally, things will start bothering you less. Things will give you less troubles in life. The more you are engrossed in a daily activities of life, the more you are involved in a daily activity of life, you are more attached to everything. Whether you call it moh, whether you call it maya, whatever you may call it. Or you may be very passionate about something, wonderful. Be passionate about it. This Thursday, Baba said beautiful thing, very beautiful. I loved it. If for you, I am the only one. For you, if I am the only one, for me, you are the only one. The way you will love me, the same with more I will love you. You leave everything for me, I will leave everything for you. I will leave everything for you. You trust me, have faith in me, I will stand on one leg for you. You trust me, have faith on me, I will stand on one leg for you. You do what I want you to do. I will do what you want me to do. You live for me. I will live for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We have to work to know where we want to go. You know how sometimes you say Raghav has to study. He has an exam. Right? I do have to do my report cards. That's very important. Is that any time do we feel we need to work on our report cards? Have you ever, any one of you, people who even who are listening, has any one of you ever made your monthly progress report? Your annual progress report?
We talk, I think, what we are doing these days, like how we have changed our cards. We do talk frequently.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Majority of time the discussions in the family are, the Masi, the Mame, the Mundi, the Kudi. I mean, I don't like that. Sai Prabhuji, Sai. आप आए डॉक्टर के पास प्रभु जी? डॉक्टर के पास गए थे?
नहीं किया। प्रॉब्लम हो गया।
अभी now, in spite of we having a discussion, उसने मेरे से अच्छा नहीं बोला, उसने मेरे को खराब बोला. They don't like me, I don't like them. They hate me, I hate them. Wow, beautiful discussion we have. Then I don't like going there. Don't take me there next time. Who are you? The beauty is simple, simple, simple. Today we went for satsang. Today we went, I'm not putting a spot, mera bacha. We realized we should have been little early. We will make sure we both will do it. Okay. That phrase, you love me, I love you. Wasn't it so good? Don't you think he said, the way you love me, I love you the same. You give me, I'll give you the same. I leave everything for you, stand on 1 feet for you. I love that very much. What are you doing? You're creating that positive sense of thoughts to help each other. Maybe one partner is forgetting, you will help him. That is the kind of discussion we should have. And I tell all the time this, I will tell you again this thing. If you get an opportunity, please watch. I love this movie. I haven't got time to watch it again. I would love to watch that movie again. It's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I love that movie to my death. The beauty in that movie is, we all are lost in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We are forgetting Shri Krishna has created an illusion. What did he do? Illusion what? He himself is there in that Bhakti Rupa of Chaitanya. This whole Srishti, the whole creation of universe is what? It's Chaitanya. Every single thing you see is Chaitanya, part of Chaitanya only. If you hear carefully Narayan, Brahmaji, Shiv, all of them also talk about one thing. We have to follow. Something is there. Which has tied everything. That is their Chaitanya Swarupa. Realistically, Chaitanya, there is no shape, color called Chaitanya.
And then the word comes from Chetna.
Yeah, Chaitanya is part of it all.
Chetna is basically your consciousness, right?
Yes. You know how we have this air flowing? Do we see it? Have we ever thought that the Chetna, what we caution the Chaitanya we have inside, that cork we talked about, to reach it? Have you ever thought? We are not born to having all the affairs in the world. We are born to have internal affairs, not external affairs. There are always two ministries, internal and external. Yes, you have finance and home and everything, but most important ministry is always internal. Internal affairs. What are we struggling? What are we waiting for? What are we trying? What is it? What is it?
To know the basis of the existence within us.
Siva, she is becoming intelligent in your company. The basics of existence. Beautiful. I just feel like saying something what you said now. Hari Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sai Om Namo Narayana. Baba Om Namo Narayana. You know what is that? See, let's go bifurcation. Let's do this, all of us. Please help me. I need your help. Let's do it. Hari Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sai Om Namo Narayana. Baba Om Namo Narayana. Hari Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sai Om Namo Narayana. Baba Om Namo Narayana. Hari Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sai Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Sai Om Namo Narayana. Baba Om Namo Narayana. The whole pores of our body is like starts to vibrate. Every part of your body starts to get some kind of a movement going on, as if you are straight away getting into the hot pot and you put some ghee, what happens, or oil into it. Shh. Right? Isn't it that? The whole thing gets into it. Huh? Amazing, amazing. Let's do this. I just realized it. I haven't done it for the longest time. Today we'll do it. Om Namo Bhagavate Surya Devaya.
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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So the more and more we chant, the more and more we connect, the possibilities are it will start to unfold inside. You'll start to enjoy no matter what you do, no matter how you do. You will just enjoy. You will just enjoy. I hope your routine is doing good, right? You didn't miss any. So, we start, I'll request Suraj to get Bhagavad ready. We start reading Bhagavad. My only earnest request is that if you are taking your time to come up, please make it worth the day. You know how you go to job, you have to make your day worth to be paid. Otherwise, you will be made a note on your file, you did not do, something will be not done. Whatever your job is, you make it worth that day to be paid. Otherwise, you will be notified. So please make yourself worth that today's day with you. Make it worth. If you are not hungry, let me put it simply, if you feel you are not hungry for this, then it is okay. Then you don't need to do nothing. Then it is a casual thing. Then it is very casual. But if you are hungry and if you want to be, then you have to remember this. If the food is served and you are not hungry, it is, no matter how the good food it is, it doesn't make a difference to you. You know how Daisy said, oh, my alarm didn't come out. Or he did not get up. So all the excuses you can talk about. From 6:30 to 7:30 it became, now 7:30 to 9 o'clock. So wonderful, so thankful to both of them. Yes, Sanjay? So amazing, so thankful. So Putra, get ready. Suraj gets this off him. Sai Data, Sai Prabhu, Sai. Putra, please give a yellow banana. If you can peel it, at least peel it. If you don't peel it, then Sandhya will not eat it. She will take it home. If you peel it, she will eat it.
But I eat it at home. I take it every day home, but I eat it at home.
अच्छा दे दीजिए. उन्होंने कहा मेरा नाम संध्या है.
If you want me to eat it now, I'll eat it now.
तो ऐसी बिनती रहा ताकि चलो आप बाबा के घर से जा रहे हो तो कुछ खा के मुंह में डाल के गए. इसलिए कहा जाता है कि जब भी कभी आप कहीं ऐसे स्थान पे जाओ वहां से कुछ मिले तो तुरंत ग्रहण कर ले, क्योंकि उस स्थान की जो भी वाइब्रेशंस एनर्जी होगी उसका सम्मिश्रण होता है प्रसाद. इसलिए कहा जाता है कि जैसे ही मिले तत्पर खा ले हमेशा, ताकि आपका संबंध जो है उसी क्षेत्र, क्योंकि जैसे ही यहाँ से बाहर निकलोगे आपके मन में शुरू हो जाएगा ये करना ये करना ये करना ये करना. जब आप काम करते करते खा रहे हो, आप प्रसाद तो ग्रहण कर रहे हो लेकिन विचार में प्रसाद नहीं है, बनाना खा रही हो. मुझे मिला था प्रसाद में, तो अभी तो ये कि मुझे बाबा ने दिया, बाबा wants me to eat it, there's something good for me inside this. The moment it goes inside, maybe that patience and calmness gets into it. Maybe it's something else getting. So that's all. इसीलिए आई रिक्वेस्ट कि अगर आप ग्रहण करें तो अच्छा, बाकी अच्छा जैसा आपको लगे. साईं दादा, साईं. I love Gudiya sings her bhajan. I love that bhajan Gudiya sings. Huh? Thursday I requested her to sing that bhajan. She sang over the phone. Amazing. Like, and I can give up everything when she sings that bhajan. Which one? साईं भगवान आज सुनो मेरी साईं भगवान। शिरडीपुरी में तुम हो दाता, शिरडीपुरी में तुम हो दाता, सब भक्तों के मन को भाता, सब भक्तों के मन को भाता, पारे उतारो नैया मोरी, पारे उतारो नैया मोरी, साईं भगवान, साईं भगवान, ओ भगवान, ओ भगवान, आज सुनो मेरी साईं भगवान, आज सुनो मेरी साईं भगवान। I cannot sing the way Gudiya sings. I am nowhere closer to the divine voice. But it's like I can lose myself forever, ever. It's so wonderful. It says, "Paar karo naiya mo." Did you get it? Paar is take me cross, my boat. Naiya is na, boat. Paar is cross. Paar karo naiya mo. So take me across the ocean, from this world to your world. That's what it means. Amazing. So beautiful it is. So beautiful it is. So I'll give it to Suraj. I want all of you to pay attention. You may not understand few words which will be read, but still try to understand what the best you can. And we'll start Baba's Bhog also. Prep for Baba's Bhog. Huh? हाँ बच्चे, I'll do it मेरा बच्चा, I'll make it.
ओह ये मजाक कर रहे हो आप उसके मेरे से? जोक कर रहा ना? पता जोक कर रहा मेरे साथ। आज तक पजामा नहीं चेंज हुआ दोनों का।
I already missed this.
Sit. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Sit. You cannot divert yourself in too many places. The moment you keep your water in too many pots, the chances are you will not be able to enjoy one also. So I wanted to tell you in the morning, but I stopped. I said
I just wanted to ask
I did not want to.
Yeah. So,
What? Keep it in Baba's Bhog, Amma. Baba's Bhog Thali will get ready, right? Suraj, I want you today one thing, mera bacha. Before you start reading, I don't know, you're being captured. Yes, you're being captured. Okay. The humble request to you is that take at least 30 seconds. Tell Baba to please come and read. And read in a manner that every single word which is read by you is accepted by you in all the forms you are present. These are two things. You will come and read, your responsibility is gone, your ego is gone. Secondly, whatever is read by you is understood by all of you. You only. So you are reading and you are listening. We don't exist. If we exist, it is you only. क्यों प्रभु जी मैंने कुछ गलती करी हाँ माटी का पुतला हूँ गलती तो करता हूँ जी बच्चे कभी नहीं उत्तर है मैं तो आपके चरणों की धूल पर आकर भी नहीं not even equivalent to the dust at your feet जी बच्चे प्लीज
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमः। श्री कपिल देव जी कहते हैं कि जो संसार में ही रहना चाहता है, जिसकी इसमें आसक्ति होती है, उसको यहाँ बार बार आना जाना पड़ता है। जो इससे मुक्त होना चाहता है, वह निष्काम भाव से अपना जीवन व्यतीत करके इससे छूट जाता है। एक चंद्र द्वार होता है और दूसरा सूर्य द्वार होता है। वासना का द्वार चंद्र द्वार है और ज्ञान का द्वार सूर्य द्वार है। सूर्य प्रकाश का देवता है और चंद्रमा प्रियता और वासना का देवता है।
एक और उत्तर बोल संजय एक बार थले जाओगे तो इसको पास स्पीकर है उस तरह बोलिए आप इस काउंटर पे रखो I will give you a cable, will connect to that and I don't want them to talk. I want you to listen. No speaker there. Okay, I'm sorry, but can you please read again? I did not pay attention. I'm sorry.
श्री कपिल देव जी कहते हैं कि जो संसार में ही रहना चाहता है, जिसकी इसमें आसक्ति होती है, उसको यहाँ बार बार आना जाना पड़ता है। जो इससे मुक्त होना चाहता है, वह निष्काम भाव से अपना जीवन व्यतीत करके इससे छूट जाता है।
This is what we talked about. This is precisely we discussed today. You have to understand, mera bachcha. When there's one more illusion we all carry with ourselves. Biggest illusion. You know what is that? It says, whoever wants to repeatedly come in the word. If you don't want to, then do the karmas without being attached to it. Coming to the world doesn't mean we get a human life. There's no guarantee that they're saying that coming to the world means we can be any form depending on our karmas. Remember two things. Baba started saying this, a new phrase to add to it. He says, whatever you're enjoying now. अरे 10 नहीं बजे बच्चे हाँ कोई नहीं बिल्कुल बैठ 15 मिनट टाइम बैठेगा हाँ so what I'm trying to tell you is कल्याण राज कल्याण बच्चे you are enjoying your prarabdha this minute you get and the same minute you're writing your prarabdha. Please be attention. Siva looks confused. Okay. Whatever you have right now, or whatever you're enjoying now, good, bad, and ugly, is whatever we have planted in the past as sanchit karmas. And whatever in this present moment you are thinking, you are doing. You are writing you're planting your karmas for future. Prarabdha for basically deposit for future. So now, what does that mean? संजय बच्चे तुम याद है उत्थे तो एक पर रखी सी बैग के अंदर क्लोजेट अच्छा वो तो कैपिटल कुछ लगा. So remember one very important part, this is very very important. Every single second, every single minute we are writing. It's non-stop going. Whether you were taking his name, that is also written, or whether you were taking some neighbor's name. Just get written. So now maybe if you are thinking of a colleague working with you, or a neighbor next door, or somebody living inside you, whom are you thinking about? So that is getting into your account. Now supposedly, you, in spite of you are thinking about her, you're thinking about somebody else. Somebody who works in your office. I'm just giving you an example. You're thinking of somebody living next door, friend. What is happening? Two things. First of all, you will be called as a cheater because you already are married. So basically you're cheating on your thoughts, not maybe physically, but by your thoughts. So that becomes your accountability. So you're somebody, you're not loyal. So your loyalty also gone down. What's happening next? That means very simple. The birth you will get will be for somebody who is not loyal. What is that? What birth could that be? Who does this work?
Who are not loyal?
Sorry?
Who are not loyal?
Or not loyal? Who cheats, not loyal. Always looking for an opportunity. Fox, Lomdi. Fox is always looking for. That is why it's called Lomdi. Fox. Behavior. So please pay attention. What Narayan has written in Bhagavad, please pay attention if you want to progress. Please. जी मेरा बच्चा. एक पॉइंट है ना बच्चे? Please be positive.
इस बात को समझकर मनुष्य को वासना के वश में नहीं होना चाहिए. सबके हृदय कमल पर आसन बनाकर बैठे हुए जो भगवान हैं, उनकी शरण में होना चाहिए. श्री कपिल देव जी ने अपनी माता देवहूति को आगे समझाया कि अतः तह सर्वभूतानां. अब सबका सार सुन संपूर्ण प्राणियों के हृदय कमल पर अपना मंदिर बनाकर जो भगवान बैठे हुए हैं और जिनके प्रभाव का तुमने श्रवण किया है, उनकी शरण में तुम भाव से जाओ. वही सबके आदि हैं. जो उनकी शरण में जाता है वह संसार से छूट जाता है. इसके लिए अनेक प्रकार के साधनों का वर्णन हम पहले कर चुके हैं. जो लोग धर्म, अर्थ, काम में ही फंसे रह जाते हैं, वह भगवान की कथा सुधा में प्रेम नहीं करते. जैसे गुबरोले को खाने के लिए शक्कर डाल दीजिए तो वह शक्कर नहीं खाता.
है छोटी है लालू
चीनी बनने की भाजी
बोल जाओ
एक्चुअली ये चीनी बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ती है।
हाँ
मलिनता ढूंढकर उसके पास जाता है, वैसे ही संसारी लोगों को भगवान की कथा सुधा तो परसी जाती है, लेकिन वह उसको पसंद नहीं करते। ये तो अपने विषय भोगों में रमे रहते हैं। ऐसे लोग बारंबार आवागमन के चक्कर में पड़े रहते हैं। इसलिए माता, तुम सर्वात्म भाव से परमेष्ठी भगवान का भजन करो, क्योंकि भगवान के प्रति जो भक्ति योग होता है उससे जीवन में दो बातें आती हैं, एक वैराग्य और दूसरा ज्ञान। एक प्रीति होती है, दूसरा प्रियतम होता है। जब हम भक्ति करते हैं तब एक अपने हृदय में प्रीति होती है और दूसरा प्रियतम होता है। दो के बिना भक्ति नहीं हो सकती। जब भगवान से प्रीति होगी तो दूसरे से प्रीति छूट जाएगी और इसी का नाम होगा वैराग्य। फिर भक्ति के पेट में जो प्रियतम बैठा हुआ है उस भजनीय के स्वरूप का होगा प्रकाश और उसी का नाम होगा ज्ञान।
Please pay attention. It's a very wonderful chapter. Very, very wonderful chapter. Whatever we have read till now, I am going to reread this to the students because the butter is yet to be made. Thank you so much, Gaurav. Will be making butter or what? That's not really right. That's too much sound. Just put the, please let's read that again, sir.
Shall I repeat again?
Because I think the chapter, every single chapter of Bhagavad is something, it's so precious, very, very precious. Please pay attention.
जैसे गुबरेले को गुबरेले
शुरू से बताओ.
वही पढ़ो। जैसे
last शुरू से start beginning. Chapter
First.
हाँ. Yes.
श्री कपिल देव जी कहते हैं कि जो संसार में रहना चाहता है, जिसकी इसमें आसक्ति होती है, उसको यहाँ बार बार आना जाना पड़ता है। जो इससे मुक्त होना चाहता है वह निष्काम भाव से अपना जीवन व्यतीत करके इससे छूट जाता है। एक चंद्र द्वार होता है, दूसरा सूर्य द्वार होता है। वासना का द्वार चंद्र द्वार है और ज्ञान का द्वार सूर्य द्वार है। सूर्य प्रकाश का देवता है और चंद्रमा प्रियता और वासना का देवता है। इस बात को समझकर मनुष्य को वासना के वश में नहीं होना चाहिए।
मतलब वासना क्या है? What is वासना? Luxuries. What is luxuries?
The attachment to the materialistic world.
Right. But what is the in-depth meaning of vasana? We have discussed this many, many, many times. Many times.
What we want.
That's mine, that's mine.
No. Not to live in anything. Vasna. Not to live. You know, what happens with us is, let me put it this. You watched a wonderful movie. You watched a movie and after the movie you keep on talking about that movie for 7 days.
The kind of
Right?
possessive about that.
You had a food of a restaurant. You liked it so much, you kept, next time we will not go there, next time we will not take this, next time we... So you're wasting all that time in just attached to that food only, sir. You went to a party, you went to a get-together, you met few people. Some people were good to you, some were not good to you, something was right, something was wrong. You're still talking about it after 4 days also. You're still living in the party. You like a cloth, you like a shirt, you like a trouser, you like a food, you like anything. You cannot be into it, not being attached to it. You had something and out of it. You had something and out of it. If you have to bring your thoughts to anything, bring your thoughts towards Him. In spite of discussing, you know what, that weekend was wonderful. You know, the wine they brought, amazing it was. It's a little new, I tasted it, but you know, it's fine. Probably I'll go back to my own brand. So now, we are still discussing about something, as you correctly said, more materialistic in the worldly affair. It is wonderful. As a social circle, it is good. But in that process of time, instead of thinking what you enjoyed, finish. Whatever you enjoyed, you had your drink, you enjoyed it, food was good, we had a good time, you had a good sleep, that's finished, it's over. It's a new day. In the present moment, you're not in the party right now, you're at satsang now. So what is required by us? To live in present. All the time live in present. Please pay attention what is important now. Now. Not what was important. If you have learned something from the past, please carry on with it. Then you will not live in that. Live in the moment. Then you will be able to progress. Right? Jeetu.
सबके हृदय कमल पर आसन बनाकर
जी उसका एक मिनट प्रभु जी को
वासना example. Let's say I start stealing. I am stealing. I'm very afraid of something will catch me. But I did stealing. Tomorrow again I go for stealing. And that third day I go stealing. So in the process what happens? I'm getting expert in stealing. The fear grows. I was always telling me I had a need that sort of stealing. There will be time when there is no need. I'm full. But still I'm telling you, I have developed an habit, a tendency for stealing. That they define it, I will write it scripture. Yes, a vasana. Vasana is a tendency for janma after janma. Whatever you have done in a different life, you carry it. And that is one of the greatest problems of the Jagat and the Maya. And beyond that, they say, there are two things possible we were discussing last time also. One is the Purusartha, which is the free will. And we're talking about free will in our past life, what we've carried. The questions come, great masters have talked about that, or one of them talked about that. That he said, hey, I'm doing my job, but I cannot succeed. My actions, I can get the results out of that. Because my priority is coming on my way. This is a very confusing factor. But people, the masters have explained, Bhagavan has explained it, is that what is prarabdha? Prarabdha is also my free will in a different life. So, if you distinguish prarabdha with the present karma, the confusion comes, which normally happens to each one of us. Okay, when I'm prarabdha, I'm getting a problem. But the mind has to be focused, both are same. If both are same, there is no confusion. That means, that is my free will, I did it in the past. I am applying my free will in the present. So free will of same. Further, they add one more thing. That free, once that confusion goes, that free will is to be same. It was done past, now it is being done today, as we have discussed today. The present free will become past tomorrow. So the idea is the mental alertness that because of my prarabdha, because of my karma, the path I'm suffering, I'm not able to progress, that it will be completely nullified by this thinking that that is also free will, this is also free will. Number one. Number two, on vasana. The second thing the master says, one thing, that the vasana is really the past free will is not disturbing you. The prarabdha is not disturbing you. My actions I cannot perform because of my vasana I cannot perform. That is coming on my way. I want to do something, but my mind is telling, no, I am going to do something else. That is because the vasana is not going to prarabdha. That clarification is very important. So what happens, if I put my effort, this is a very gateway, every day we are doing this thing, action, karma. So whenever you are doing the job, if you are not getting the result, something is obstructing. It may not be the prarabdha which is obstructing. It is obstructing, the vasana is obstructing. So we got to put in more effort to get into doing the job in a better way so that we might get better.
It's like kind of your willpower is not strong. You want to do something good, but something is coming.
I'm used to some, as you said, worldly life, jagat and everything. That is that Maya, I'm in that. I have to come out of that. It's not easy. But the point is, they say that first the confusion has to go. We always talk about, because the prarabdha we have to tonight. No, sorry. That prarabdha is mine. That karma is mine. That free will was mine. I am doing my free will today. Both are same. The disciple asked the master, hey, there is a difference. The master said, no. They don't. Both are same. The moment you take out, you make it one, the confusion goes out. The moment confusion goes out, then my inhibitions goes out about my prarabdha. I look at the present and I build up on that.
So let us simplify this. This is becoming a little harder for you. Whatever, suppose you are here right now, in this moment, we are all sitting here. In this very moment, you are here because you were destined to come, you made a choice, right? Now this is what, it's your free will or it's a prarabdha? This is prarabdha or free will? This very moment.
Free will.
Free will was in the past part of it. In the current situation, you were destined to reach here. Whatever channelized was made, you were destined to come here. Now, coming here, once you know you have to come here, now it is your free will. You want to come at 6:20, 6:30, 8:50, 10 o'clock. Is your free will. Number two, being here in this very moment, where your thoughts are. Your prarabdha has brought you here because your past karmas, your free will has brought you here. But in this very particular second when you are here, are you still in the past? Enjoying something from yesterday? Still feeling lethargic? Whatever is happening here, that's your free will. Now, basically till the time you are a free will person, there's another one thing more here. Free will is given to us to make our choices what we want to do. That is based on what the karmas we will be creating. But you can actually discipline this. This free will, you can discipline it. Discipline it in a manner that if you suppose you trust Vishal, you trust him, so you will, whatever he will tell you, you will do it. So now you have closed the free will chapter. You still are open, you have it inside. But if you start following, it will become easier for you to be on a path. You will not be misdirected. It will be harder for you. It will be difficult for you because now you don't exist. Taking away of free will means your existence is gone. Now you are bound. Now you are locked. So certain people say, I want to enjoy my life. I have my priorities. I have my commitments. I have my commitments. I know my family. I know my friends. I know my parents. Everybody. But majority of people are which they lack to understand. Yes, the true part is that our mother, father are our first guru on a physical aspect of life. On a spiritual aspect of life, you may get guidance from your parents for sure. If they have got it, they will give it to you. But whatever they have got it. But towards the spiritual aspect journey, you still have to have a master. Why? Now you're confusing. Don't confuse it, please. The respect of the parents have to be there. First, they have to be prayed. Nobody can take that away. Nobody. Even though, let me put it this way, more easy is, even if you don't pray Baba, supposedly, you don't need to have temple of Baba. But if you pray your mother, if you pray your father, pray to them. It is equal. But on the same note, on a spiritual path journey, if you want to lock your free will, then you have to follow line. Or your choice you can make at this very moment. Are we all together thinking about this or no? No. All of us are not thinking about it. Ladies in the kitchen are busy cooking for it. Harjeet has something going on. Sanjay is somewhere else. Right? So we all are trying to connect, but we are not there. But if we all come together, create the energy, it will be a different world. It will be a different world to go. जी पुत्र।
सबके हृदय कमल पर आसन बनाकर बैठे हुए जो भगवान हैं, उनके शरण में जाना चाहिए। श्री कपिल देव जी ने अपनी माता देवभूति को आगे समझाया कि अथतः सर्वभूतानां, अब सबका सार सुन लो। संपूर्ण प्राणियों के हृदय कमल पर अपना मंदिर बनाकर जो भगवान बैठे हुए हैं और जिनके प्रभाव का तुमने श्रवण किया है, उनके शरण में तुम भाव से जाओ। वही सबके आदि हैं। जो उनकी शरण में जाता है वह संसार से छूट जाता है। इसके लिए अनेक प्रकार के साधनों का वर्णन हम पहले कर चुके हैं। जो लोग धर्म, अर्थ, काम में ही फंसे रह जाते हैं, वे भगवान की कथा सुधा में प्रेम नहीं करते। जैसे गुबरोले को खाने के लिए शक्कर डाल दीजिए तो वह शक्कर नहीं खाता, मलिनता ढूंढकर उसके पास जाता है। वैसे ही संसारी लोगों को भगवान की कथा सुधा तो परसी जाती है, लेकिन वे उसको पसंद नहीं करते। ये तो अपने विषय भोगों में रमे रहते हैं। ऐसे लोग बारंबार आवागमन के चक्कर में पड़े रहते हैं। इसलिए माता, तुम सर्वात्म भाव से परमेष्टि भगवान का भजन करो, क्योंकि भगवान के प्रति जो भक्ति योग होता है, उससे जीवन में दो बातें आती हैं, एक वैराग्य और दूसरा ज्ञान। एक प्रीति होती है, दूसरा प्रियतम होता है। जब हम भक्ति करते हैं तब एक अपने हृदय में प्रीति होती है और दूसरा प्रियतम होता है। दो के बिना भक्ति नहीं हो सकती। जब भगवान से प्रीति होगी तो दूसरे से प्रीति छूट जाएगी और इसी का नाम वैराग्य। फिर भक्ति के पेट में जो प्रियतम बैठा हुआ है, उस भजनीय के स्वरूप होगा प्रकाश और उसी का नाम होगा ज्ञान। अब देखो वह प्रियतम कैसा है। वह तो साक्षात परब्रह्म परमात्मा ही है। जब इस तरह मन में परमात्मा का दर्शन होता है, तब ये प्रिय है, ये अप्रिय है, इस प्रकार का विचार नहीं होता। और जो हेयोपाध्याय रहित पद है, उसका दर्शन होने लगता है। परमात्मा साक्षात ज्ञान मात्र परम ब्रह्म ही है। ज्ञान मात्रों का क्या अर्थ है? ज्ञान में इति ज्ञान मात्रम, अर्थात केवल ज्ञान है। ज्ञात्र ज्ञ भेद रहितम, पर ब्रह्म परमात्मा में मैं जानने वाला, और ये जाना जानने वाला इस प्रकार का भेद नहीं। एक ही भगवान दृश्य और दृष्टा आदि के रूप में वास रहे हैं। सारे योग का अर्थ यही है। ये जो बहुमुखी इंद्रियां हैं, इन्होंने एक ही ब्रह्म को अनेक करके दिखा दिया है। एक गुलाब का फूल हाथ में ले लो तो नाक बताएगी सुगंध है, और आंख बताएगी कि गुलाबी रंग है, त्वचा बताएगी कि सुकुमार है, जीभ बताएगी कि कड़वा है, और जब वह सूख जाएगा तब कान बताएंगे कि इसमें चिट चिट आवाज आ रही है। लेकिन असल में वह गुलाब का फूल एक ही है। इंद्रियों के कारण ही उसमें अनेकता भास रहे हैं। सदा रूप से वह बिल्कुल एक है। इसी प्रकार ये परमात्मा बिल्कुल एक है और इंद्रियों के कारण अनेक रूप से दिखाई पड़ रहा है। जब मनुष्य का मन एकाग्र, असंग और वैराग्यवान होता है तब उस परमात्मा का दर्शन होता है। कपिल देव भगवान कहते हैं कि देखो माता, मैंने तुमको ब्रह्म ज्ञान बताया, प्रकृति पुरुष का स्तर बताया, मेरे स्वरूप में जिससे निष्ठा हो वह बोध बताया, और गुणातीत भक्ति बताई। ये नहीं समझना कि ज्ञान और भक्ति में कोई भेद है। कई लोगों के मन में सुन सुनाकर जो इस प्रकार के भेदभाव आ जाते हैं, उसका कारण संप्रदाय भेद है। वह ना तो तत्व भेद है और ना भक्ति ज्ञान का भेद है। वह तो गुरु शिष्य परंपरा में गुरु ने शिष्य को जो उपाय बता दिया उसका भेद है। यदि गुरु ने अपने शिष्य को अलग अलग उपाय बताया तो उससे जो प्राप्त एक वस्तु है वह अलग अलग नहीं हो जाती, और ना शिष्य की आत्मा अलग अलग हो जाती है। चाहे मानिष्ठ ज्ञान योग हो और चाहे निर्गुण भक्ति हो, दोनों का एक ही अभिप्राय है, और वह अभिप्राय है भगवान। यहाँ दृष्टांत देकर बताया कि जैसे एक ही वस्तु भिन्न भिन्न इंद्रिय रूपी द्वारों से भिन्न भिन्न गुण वाली और नाना दिखाई पड़ती हैं, वैसे एक ही परमात्मा बहुत से शास्त्र संप्रदायों की रीति से अनेक रूपों में दिखाई पड़ता है। असल में परमात्मा एक ही है। शास्त्र के मार्ग अलग हैं, जैसे कर्म अलग है, दान अलग है, तप अलग है, स्वाध्याय अलग है, सकाम निष्काम धर्म अलग है, वैराग्य अलग है। इन मार्गों के भेद से परमात्मा अलग अलग दिखाई देता है। अब एक ऐसी बात है जो सबके लिए नहीं है। जिसके मन में इसको जानने की इच्छा है उसी के लिए। जब जैमिनी धर्म की व्याख्या करने लगे तब शबीर स्वामी ने पूछा कि इसका अधिकारी कौन है। बोले कि इसका अधिकारी वही है जो चाहता हो, लेकिन चाहने मात्र से ही नहीं होता। जज और कलेक्टर आदि भी बड़े बड़े विद्वान होते हैं। डॉक्टर लोग भी अपने अपने विषय के विद्वान होते हैं, लेकिन उनको ईश्वर प्राप्ति की इच्छा ही नहीं है। उनके पास बुद्धि तो है परंतु इच्छा नहीं है। कई लोग ऐसे भी हैं कि उनके मन में इच्छा तो बहुत है परंतु बुद्धि नहीं है। इसलिए अर्थी हो, समर्थ हो, विद्वान हो और शास्त्र से निषिद्ध ना हो अर्थात अधिकारी हो, तब वह यज्ञ याग आदि को ठीक से समझेगा और करेगा। इसी प्रकार यह विद्या खल के लिए नहीं है, अभिमानी के लिए नहीं है, और जिनको फोड़ फाड़ कर लोगों ने नास्तिक बना दिया है उनके लिए भी नहीं है। धर्म गवाज्याय च, जो भीतर से तो धर्मात्मा ना हो लेकिन बाहर से धर्म का झंडा लेकर चले, उसके लिए भी ये नहीं है। ये लोभी आदमी के लिए भी नहीं है जो घर गृहस्थी की ओर से अपना मन हटाना नहीं चाहता, और उसके लिए भी नहीं है। अभक्त के लिए भी नहीं है, भक्त द्वेषी के लिए भी नहीं है। तब यह विद्या किसके लिए है? इसका अधिकारी है वह श्रद्धालु जो अपने हृदय को सत्य की राजधानी बनाना चाहता है। उसको यहाँ श्रद्धावान कहा गया है। असल में शब्द सत्य है। विद्वानों ने उसके भीतर एक रेफ डालकर सत्य बना दिया। सत्य माने सत्य। यह विद्या उसके लिए है जो शास्त्र वेद पुराणों की बातों को सत्य मानकर अनुभव के मार्ग में चलना चाहता है, जो इंद्रियों से देख देख कर अनुभव प्राप्त करना चाहता है। वह तो इंद्रियों के विषयों को भी कभी पार ही नहीं कर सकता। इसलिए इस मार्ग में वह चले जो विनयी हो, दूसरों के गुण में दोष न निकाले और अनसूय हो। असूय किसको कहते हैं? एक ने कहा कि देखो ये तो त्रिकाल संध्या वंदन करते हैं। दूसरे ने कहा कि तुमको मालूम नहीं, ये पंडित जी त्रिकाल संध्या इसलिए करते हैं कि अमूक सेठ की इन पर श्रद्धा हो जाए और वह इनको भेंट पूजा दें। यहाँ देखो ये ब्राह्मण बेचारा तो करता है संध्या, किंतु लोगों ने बता दिया उसको लालची। यही गुण में दोष निकालना है, लेकिन किसी के गुण में दोष नहीं निकालना चाहिए। सब में मैत्री का भाव रखना चाहिए। यथाशक्ति सबकी सेवा करनी चाहिए और बाहर से भी वैराग्य हो जाना चाहिए। ऐसे ही मनुष्य को इस ज्ञान का दान
तो यथाशक्ति हमें करना चाहिए। इसका अर्थ क्या होगा?
जो आपके समर्थ में।
सामर्थ्य कैसे पता लगे हमारे सामर्थ्य में क्या है? How do we know what are we capable of? What is our capacity? How do we decide this?
Normally there is a rule that like we should give 10% of our earning or whatever we breathe.
Why was that rule made, Putra? You got the right thing?
To standardize something so that like people shouldn't say like, okay, what should I do? How much should I give?
Right.
That's the kind of a
No.
That's the kind of a like minimum thing which you should offer.
The correct word is that this minimum was 10%. Now why was minimum 10% mandatory? Kind of it is mandatory because that's a guideline for a human being. Well, why was it? And why is it?
Keep the balance. Keep the balance.
Keep the balance. Prabhuji.
It's a discipline actually. It's like even it has become part of the Nitya Karma. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
See, Nitya Karma is a very wide variety.
I think he's asking like why 10%, why not some other percent?
Why is it? Why 10% was made?
Why not 5%?
That's number one. Number two, it's said to be mandatory. Second point of this is. And third point of it, why was it made mandatory?
If you look at only one, see, you have to look at the totality. One is only gift, donation is given to somebody, 10%. That's just one of the factors in totality. That's why as a Jivatma has to come to the totality. He has to understand what is the basic discipline, why is it wanted.
Give and take.
The total research structure accomplished is all that. So it's just one piece of the total structure. Instead of only donating something, no. It's just one. I have to pray Guru, I have to pray your parents.
Sorry.
I think it's so many things, because this is just one piece of the totality. But again, unless the rules are framed, unless the masters and Bhagavan make the rule, people can't all follow it at all. That is basic fundamental. And the discipline is totality. then if you go, you can extend a lot of things, rust, and this is precise. Let the 14 chapter go on page. Let the precise. So then you distinguish what are the qualities of A, B, C. And as we discussed a few minutes back, I want to pray, I want to do something. But do I have like qualifications? What is qualification? Every one of us. And what is the power you can get into? Infinity. God has given me power of infinity. I can achieve anything in the world. Anything. Anything. I can get like Swami Shivananda says, you can get Mukhya right now. So the only point is, am I qualified for that? Just by thinking and not here, sensible thinking, what is the first purpose? Then you will qualify. There is a definition of qualification. As Bhagavan said in the 15th chapter, there is a definition. These are the qualifications you have. You have to get into the unless you do a class 2, you can't go to class 11.
No, but we will be little diverting Prabhuji. We still I want to stick to 10%. Why is it mandatory to give 10%? It is discipline, it's made it happen. Way of why is it mandatory? That question is still there.
क्योंकि भाई जी that's a give and take. तो अगर आप आज दे सकते हो, दान कर सकते हो, तो आपको करना चाहिए. अगले जन्म में नहीं कर सकते, आपको चाहिए तो कैसे मांगोगे जब आपने दिया ही कुछ?
Okay, first of all, that's wrong. That's okay in a worldly fair to promote, but realistically, that's not true. In honest opinion, you give, you get something else to make people feel that way.
अगर हम दान करेंगे नहीं तो हम मांगेंगे क्या से?
True. What was the what you? That's again I said it's little part color. You're going little otherwise. First of all, whatever you do in a good way, the first person before everybody in the whole universe is him. First person is him. He has the right of 10% of your income is his. Now, why does he do this? Why does he put this mandatory on your profile? Because now you have left with the 90%, you have to live and save for yourself out of 90%. We talked about upscale and downscale today. It is that thing. You should be able, if you are high income, it's different profile for you. But if you are working into it, first is 10% is gone. Look how it will scale down to. Secondly, what is your monthly saving you need for your regular expenses? That will be gone. Regular bills you need to pay, that will be gone. Everything. Now, you're only left with $1,500. Let's say. Paramatma wants you to be able to live in that structure. Be able to accordingly live into it. I can confirm you as of date today, a lot of those people do charity, they all do. It's not that we need, it is also part of our life. Part of our discipline, as I said. Discipline is very mandatory to do this part. As this part, if you don't give that to it, you are not getting anything out of it. But it is also to you to learn. I have ownership to it. It is his part only. It is not mine. He has given me. He has given me. I'm just giving him part to it. Rest he has given me for my family, which he has given me because of my sanchit karma. I have to take care of that. Now, either you can expand your expenses to go beyond. Either you can expand your expenses to go beyond, or you can confine yourself to live within that bracket. It's your choice. The choice is, this is the choice you can make. You can do as much expansion of your part you can. I have another $500 to spend. Yes, you can. You need to be able to scale down yourself. The more things you open up, the more attached you are to the things. Simple as that, my child. Make it more simple. We have bhog today, Pabawa. We have, I think, 5-6 things into this plate. So, we have only limited options in our stomach. What? Either I like to eat this and this, I can enjoy that fully, or I can take everything on my plate and get little part of it. I will not be able to enjoy anything completely. Fullest. That is how we are. We have so much openness, so much open. We are all over the place. This is why it is very important to structure yourself. Now what Prabhuji was putting up, to discipline yourself. It's very, very, very important. If you have, supposedly you get $5,000 a month at your home. Let me put it this way. From $5,000 a month, $500 is taken away. This is your money. Now you're left with how much? $4,500. Out of $4,500, you have mandatorily, you have to at least save another 10%. You have to, for your emergency requirements. So another 45 or 450 is gone. What is you left with? 4,050. Now out of the 4,050, what is the first thing you will do? You will pay all your bills. Your mortgages, your phone, your insurances, your EMIs. You will pay all that. Now, out of this, what is that is norm you have to pay? Mortgage, depending what kind of a home we have taken. If we have taken a home where we are paying $2,500 a month, $2,200, your choice. Based on that, you will pay a property tax also. Based on that home, you will have your consumption of electricity also. Based on that home, it will be your water. Now you have a telephone to pay. Now you have a mobile to pay. And based on the home and square feet will be insurance also. So that also you will pay. Based on that only, right? So now paid all these things. Now what is left? Food, groceries. Now you have to buy groceries. Now what type of grocery do you buy? That is also key. Plus our monthly gas expenses, credit card bills. And then out of that, for our food outside expense. Now suppose in all this, if you're only left with $100, let me put it other way around. If you would have not taken that 500, it is 600. But if you have taken that 500 and 450, you're left with $100. What will you do? Now you know you only have $100 to spend in this month. I will not. The moment you do this, trust me, my child, you will try not to spend that $100 also. Then you will not spend that $100 now. Now you would prefer to make it 450, which you saved, make it 550. Because now you realized it. And then you may realize it. You know what? Where I'm living right now, I basically need 3 rooms. I don't need 5. And then the money you are saving, $600, that can be your investments anywhere for your growth. Then you can invest that money. In spite of spending that money there, you can buy one more property. I'm not taking that away from you. Suppose you take another property out of your saving and you have a shortfall of $400, you can put it there. You can multiply that in a better way, in spite of spending on the home you're living into. But if you are able to confine yourself, only then you will have extra things on your hands. But if you're already expanded, If you can afford to, wonderful. If you cannot afford to, then what? So this is how you can structure yourself, discipline yourself. And as Vishal said, you can do your karmas also. You can feel that way, or you can say, Baba, you gave me, it is yours only. You know what is good for me. And based on that, you will take care. Now what you did? In the present moment, you did a good karma. You wrote a good action in your account. Right or wrong? I'm not thinking otherwise. If you don't do this, you say, you know what? End of the year, I will do $5,000 check. Let's put it this way. But do you realistically believe when end of the year you will be able to cut $5,000 check? You won't. You will do 1,100. It's a big amount. But if you are given $500 every month, you won't even know. So it's very, very key. Very, very key. Please pay attention. And now it is not just 10% of your money all you have to give. 10% of your time you also have to devote. Just not it is money part we are talking about. Huh? 10% of your daily routine, 2.5 hours it becomes. Of your every day, you must give it to Bhagavan. 10% of your breathing, it's part of that, right? The 2.5 hours, it is His. Whether you do it in 2 parts, whether you do it in 4 parts, in that one single day. You read Sai Satcharitra, it takes your half an hour gone. 20 minutes are gone there. While you're taking shower, you take 20 minutes of shower, you can keep chanting in that 20 minutes. You have accumulated 40 minutes now. You're driving to the office or you're going to your office is 1 hour journey. That whole 1 hour journey, make it mandatory. I will just do chanting. Om Namo Sai Nathaya. Sai Dham, Sai. Whatever you can do. So what did you do? 40 minutes are there, 1 hour going and 1 hour coming. How much it became? 2 hours 40 minutes. Out of 24 hours, 2 hours 40 minutes you have given. So that is also 10% there. And it doesn't stop here. Huh? The very first food you cook, that is also prepared and given to Him first. It is just not this 10% there. It is a scale for everything. It's a discipline, put it into your structure for everything. The first cup of tea, the first glass of water, the first name, first everything goes to you. We talked about it today in the morning. When we realistically, when we go to eat outside, we don't know what kind of a food is cooked in that restaurant. How painful is that guy who was cooking at the back? Is he going through some disease? Is he going through some mental stress? We don't know. The guy who's chopping at the back, what is his state of mind? We don't know. The guy who's bringing you the food on the table, we don't know what is he going through. Maybe he's thinking as you're looking at the food, wow, I could have had it today. But he can't say that. He has to serve you. But his thought was there in that food, which he put it on your table. Right? So, what is that norm to do is this. The moment you take that food into your plate, let everybody say, please don't touch the food. It is on the table. Let us give first 2 minutes to Baba. Ki Bhagavan, please purify this food before we take. Please you take it and take all the negativity out of this food. And you accept it. Then only we will have it. So that whatever negativity has been brought into cooking that food is gone by Bhagavan, taken away. So that you don't go through it. Otherwise, what we said was, you're paying $150 to invite worries. Give me pain, here's your money, here's your bill. You are paying also and taking problems in your home. Be very careful, very, very careful. Realistically, it follows in every way. What do you say, Prabhuji? Huh? It should be structured, right?
Without structuring, nothing happens.
And you know how we budget for ourselves? This is what we need to give.
The balance sheet you are preparing.
Remember one thing, when you're making your budget for home, please make budget of your time, the timetable of yours also. Please, 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 please. And write it down on the timetable. This is my time with Baba. Daily. Please make it a habit to write on your timetable. This is my time with Baba. And no phone calls, no emergency, nothing at that time. Trust me, every emergency can wait. I guarantee you this. Why? Because once you are with him, once you come out, you will have a solution to that problem. You will have a solution to that problem. So don't compromise with him. You can compromise with the whole world except him. Right? Go ahead.
यथाशक्ति उसकी सेवा करनी चाहिए
Anvi, give this little petal to everybody.
बाहर से भी वैराग्य हो जाना चाहिए। ऐसे ही मनुष्य को इस ज्ञान का दान करना चाहिए। ज्ञान दान के योग्य भी सब नहीं होते। संसार का जो ज्ञान है वह दूसरा है।
ज्ञान दान के योग्य भी सभी नहीं होते। Not everybody is eligible for that jnana dan. This was the reason Shri Krishna only chose Arjun, not to Yudhishthira, neither Bhim, neither Nakul or Sahadev. It was Arjun chosen for that. And if you remember, Prabhuji said, sorry, mera bacha, there's something wrong. My apologies. Prabhuji said one beautiful word, if you would have caught all of you, with the free will, he used the word saying Purusharth. Purusharth, if you don't do an effort, Krishna ji also will not give you the Gita Gyan. You still have to do your efforts.
So, Bhagi, then what is Pramarth? Pramarth.
Prarabdha.
Prarabdha is different.
Parmarth.
Parmarth.
Hello. You know with colors, kapade, you have colorful clothes, right? They have red flowers also in that. Parmarth क्या होता है मतलब? Excuse me? You are a teacher, right? Oh, okay, okay.
Like वो भी efforts ही है.
पुत्र.
But in a.
हाँ. पुत्र परमार्थ का कार्य करना. परमार्थ की ओर चलना.
In a positive way.
हाँ, पर उसका अर्थ क्या है?
कि whatever the responsibility has been given to you.
Putra, who will tell you what is Paramarth?
To do that responsibility.
Everybody is very learned here. विशाल जी बताएंगे।
प्रभु जी बताएंगे।
प्रभु जी तो बता ही देंगे।
तभी तो फिर सबको अच्छा मतलब समझ लगेगा ना प्रॉपर।
ये कितना कनेक्टिविटी लास्ट टाइम ही सेड the role of a parent between the child and the भगवान।
प्रभु जी वो IT वाले ने स्टेजिंग और वो क्या क्या कहते हैं सोर्स डेस्टिनेशन जोड़ दिया था आप कहाँ तक ले गए?
हाँ आप तो बताए थे ना? The connectivity, there is the interface between the child and the Ishwar।
वो तो ETL process बना रहे थे जी, extract, transform।
तो आज भी बना दो पुत्र।
नहीं आज तो परमार्थ आ गया ना ETL चलेगा। आज तो प्रभु जी बताएंगे।
संजय। अच्छा
वैसे ETL जो प्रोसेस है ना, it's very spiritual. If you look into that.
तभी तो मैं जुड़ गया वहाँ पे ना, क्योंकि बेसिकली है वही है चीज.
Yeah. Extraction, transformation and loading. Yeah.
पुरुषार्थ होता है, परमार्थ होता है. पुरुषार्थ means again efforts, right?
Spiritual efforts हो गए परमात्मा की प्राप्ति.
कुछ है ना, प्रलय की तरफ, as we told, basic basis of life,
Spiritual
existence
efforts.
is, we are living because of a base, right? Like we have life
ये तो भाई जी बताएंगे.
and
मैं तो बहुत जानती नहीं कुछ, मैं तो अनपढ़ बंदा हूँ.
ये परमात्मा भाई जी spiritual
to
efforts को
understand
बोलेंगे.
the life within us, excluding all the other things, whatever thoughts we have, whatever limitations.
That was effort.
But both are efforts. Parmarth and Purusharth, they are efforts. But what is the difference?
परमात्मा का, that's what.
अनेक की बात सुनते हो तो कुछ क्या रही है. हाँ तो क्या बोला तूने?
बोल दे कोई नहीं.
परमात्मा को जानना फ्राइडे नाइट और सैटरडे नाइट तो
वजह थर्सडे.
नहीं थर्सडे नहीं. हाँ अच्छा.
Every year. Every day.
See how internally they are connected. है ना? Only difference is that he is little blunt to say, huh? And she let's just go round and come up. That's the only difference. जी प्रभु जी, अब आपके श्री वचनों से, श्री मुख से सुनते हैं.
I'm not sure actually, but it could have two interpretations. Sometimes they call it Paramarthaya Namaha.
Sorry?
Paramarthaya Namaha.
परमात्मा है ना?
Paramarthaya Namaha.
हाँ.
Matmaha Nama.
So maybe, I'm not very clear in the sense, maybe it can be even a kind of a God's another image or whatever you might like to put it.
पुत्र हर वो जो कार्य परमार्थ के लिए, अध्यात्म के लिए, परमात्मा के रूप में, पुरुषार्थ तो वो हमारा एफर्ट करना ना. We have to do our efforts.
पुरुषार्थ means like जो आप एफर्ट अपने घर को चलाने के लिए भी करते हो.
हाँ, वो सब पुरुषार्थ में आता है.
हर तरह की efforts, right?
हर तरह के effort है. चाहे bad है चाहे good है.
और परमार्थ like for God, right? जो भी आप efforts उनके लिए करते हो.
Purusarth, you see, what is Purusarth? There are 4 parts of Purusarth. Artha, Kama, Dharma and Moksha. Now, it's mentioned in Veda also in Vedanta, the Artha and Kama are necessary for the human beings. Artha is necessary for living. Kama, you must enjoy something whatever you earn. But our millions of life goes within the Artha Kama, if you are human being. We don't even go to Dharma, forget about Moksha. And now, it is accepted. Dharma has become first. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. That means whatever you are doing your Artha, earning, it has to be in a Dharma, dharmic way. You got to go Artha. That means each action, each activity has to follow a dharmic way. That means Bhagavan's fundamentals. So everything is Dharma. But you go beyond Dharma. But we start on this. Like I said, it was written, people written. You ask a person 60 years, hey, what's the goal of your life? I don't know.
Yeah.
So hence, the training, whether it's a professional training, garista training, or whatever training you like to put it, it has to be absolutely systematically forward. Right from day one up to the day in the world. That's the training where the teacher comes. And we teach the students. There has to be a system, management system like that. So that is what is necessary to achieve something. Now we are talking about, the
Paramarth.
The qualification. So you see, basically you have to follow this 4 issues: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. I mean, in a true sense, you go and ask any master, they'll say, you are born to get a mukhya in this life. Only one mukhya can be defined different way. Mukhya is what? It's a freedom. Freedom from ignorance. That is mukhya. We are a Jivatma. Jivatma, Paramatma is the same. There is a common fundamental is Param Brahma Tattva. So, because we don't know, we are different. And that's how we go into Jagat. In that illusion, Maya, and that runs for millions of years. The day we understand we're free from the ignorance, we're mukhya. That's all.
But every effort towards Paramatma, Paramkara, humanity, everything towards humanity on God's line is Paramatma. Is Paramatma. Everything spiritual, everything Adhyatma towards Paramatma. Every effort, every thought you bring. Prasad is an effort, as we said. You can define it in a different way. But Paramatma is just one line, straight. Everything you do towards that dham, towards that direction, one thing only. As you said, if you don't have artha, you will not even make an effort. Right? But whatever effort you put, you can make it Paramatma. Ki Prabhu, you did it, you gave me. It is yours. So that job also will become Paramatma. He goes to work, he does his job, I did my job, I got my salary. No. You gave me the opportunity to take care of my family and needs. You gave me. You know, when you don't have a contract, what is the first thing comes to you? I leave it to you. Right? So once we get the contract, why don't we give it that also to him? You have given, because this is what you think is good for me. Whatever I have right now is also given by you. So whatever I'm doing what is given, assigned by you. Your bosses are just puppets. Trust me. Your colleagues and your bosses and your juniors are just puppets. You know, we sometimes have enmity with them. We are not happy with them because they are mistreating us. It is whatever you have done, you are getting it back. Very simple. So now if basically you have enmity, or if you are jealous or you are upset or you don't like somebody, basically you don't liking yourself. That's what I would see. You're basically hating your own self. How? Who will tell me how? I want an answer, Appa, please. Who will tell me how? Daisy.
Because
You're not Daisy? I do not know. Oh, Paya Daisy ya Daisy nahi. Huh?
By bringing negative thoughts to yourself, I don't.
Sorry?
Okay. You bring your negative thoughts to yourself and by hating yourself.
Right. How? Is the question. Hi. तुम बड़े पंगे हैं ना तेरे. तो ये तो गल्लाज कर रही है ना. You love to get in the good marks, but practically नहीं करना.
Very easy.
Whatever you, if you are having jealousy, if I have jealousy with Prabhuji, let's put it this way, I'm jealous of Prabhuji, I don't like Prabhuji, I hate Prabhuji, he's not a good man, he just talks and blah blah whatever. Basically what am I doing?
You're cleaning up his karma.
I'm cleaning his karma, what else I'm doing?
you're bringing those karmas to yourself.
I'm bringing to myself how?
That's basically the things.
No. I'll give you opportunity.
Basically, you're just creating a negative energy for yourself.
First of all, I'm giving my thoughts away. That time is going. And just thinking about him, talking bad about him, taking his bad karmas on me, wasting my time. The most important factor is I'm giving it to myself, not to him. I'm creating a barrier in myself, not in his body. How? Because the Chaitanya in his body and my body is the same.
That is the basic argument.
Whatever I'm giving it to him, I'm giving it to myself, because he and me are not two different people. We are one. So basically, if I say, Prabhuji says, why is idiot? So now, he jumped into it. He gave a little fire to Prabhuji.
नाम जो विशाल है मैं क्या करूं?
So let me tell you one good thing here. No matter Prabhuji how he takes it, but now this karma is shifted to him. Now he is responsible because he was given a little fire. So remember from now.
पूछा था कि why would you do that? बस मैं तो ये गाता था।
राजा पूजा क्या?
मैंने सिर्फ पूछा था।
अच्छा पूछा था। I heard. मैंने पूजा था।
पूजा कौन है जी?
पता नहीं था। So now, please be thoughtful. Please be thoughtful.
But most of these things are involuntary. We some or the other negative thoughts will be there. We have to. It's so hard to get out of them.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think somebody is.
These are natural. So there are lots of negative things that to get out of them.
How many people do you meet?
I don't know. I mean, maybe even one, but still.
He's also negative? No comment.
Nobody else are negative. But I know.
You are negative. That is why people are negative.
Yeah, right. That's what. Like what I'm telling is like those. I know that throwing negative thought, like negativity into someone is the thing, but that comes automatically. It's so difficult to control.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
और कुछ बाहर आ रहा है भाई जी। टॉपिक चेंज कर दो।
Otherwise, everyone's negative thoughts will start coming out.
No, it's not negative thoughts. It's not dabake. See, it's.
No.
What?
Tell him what he does.
No, he is a wonderful person. He is thousand.
But you just pointed out he's negative. I said no, not him.
He is very positive.
Oh, he's positive. Then who is negative?
I am negative.
Okay. So now you are negative. Somebody else was saying something. हाँ.
कोई बंदा है, ठीक है? वो आपके साथ गलत करता है। आप एक बार माफ कर दोगे, दो बार माफ कर दोगे, बट वो कंटिन्यूअसली आपके साथ गलत कर ही जा रहा है। एक लिमिट होती है कि बंदा कहता है कि नहीं है बस, फिर वो बंदे के दिमाग में।
मतलब आप इतने सुप्रीम हो कि सब आपके साथ गलत करते हैं?
भैया भाई जी कई बार होता है।
तनु मेरा I feel like तनु कुट्टर था ना मैं. I really feel like now I should beat you up. You know why? Kutta? I'll tell you. This is your question 6th or 7th time in last 3 years. This is not your first time asking me this question.
Yeah.
Right? So that means you have still not learned the lesson in so much time.
जब हमारे साथ कोई गलत करता है हम सोचते हैं शायद हमने पिछले जन्म में
हम कौन? पहले तो ये बता हम कौन?
अगर हम सब में भगवान जी को देखें और
मैं आपको एक इजी करता हूँ राजू। ये आपके पति हैं। आप इसको आप 2 रूप से देख सकते हो। आप इसको अपने शरीर रूप के पति में देख सकते हो या आप इसके अंदर बैठे चैतन्य को देख सकते हो। आप ये कह सकते हो कि मुझे इन्हीं के साथ रहना है या बोलोगे मुझे उनके साथ रहना है। किससे प्रेम है? इस शरीर से प्रेम है, इस शरीर में बैठे उस चैतन्य से प्रेम है।
वहाँ पे नीचे छोटा सा स्टार भी लगा हुआ है भाई जी, कंडीशन अप्लाई।
भाई जी जो मर्जी है, बुरा हो अच्छा हो, डरता है मेरा पति है। मैंने तो इसी के साथ
कंडीशन अप्लाई।
Putra, please Putra, let's be helpful to each other. Inek, Putra, this is not right. If you are being with Baba and you still have that question all the time, that means you need to work hard more. Very simple, mera bacha. And I've told you many times, I don't believe in this that किसी ने बुरा किया तो तूने भी तो बुरा किया है, तभी तो मिल रहा है तेरे को वापस। तूने कौन सा पिछली बारी आम के बूटे लगाए थे, तेरे को आज आम मिल रहा है खाने को?
भाई जी शुरुआत तो की थी।
मैं पिछले जन्म की बात कर रहा हूँ, संचित कर्मों की बात कर रहा हूँ।
शायद पिछले जन्म जो वो मेरे साथ कर रहे हैं, मैंने उनके साथ बुरा, अगर मैंने पिछली जन्म उनके साथ बुरा नहीं किया, वो मेरे साथ कोई कर रहा है, तो अगले जन्म में मैं
पता ही नहीं है पिछले जन्म का, तो
मतलब पता नहीं है कि किसने स्टार्ट किया, उसने बंदे ने किया या मैंने किया।
और रुक जाओ। हाँ फिर
भाई जी वो पता कैसे चले?
भाई जी मैं कॉफी पीने जाऊँ?
नहीं।
तो कुछ नहीं अप्लाई।
मैंने पता कि तो बोल दी भाई।
राजा।
भाई जी
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And why do you have this question कि कैसे पता लगे उसने क्या किया? Irrespective of it, the basic fundamental is very clear. I think you forgot when we were talking about free will and Purusharth right now. You have a free will right now, this moment, to say to Baba, you know what? I was living in illusions all my life till now. Please forgive me. Please? Let me tell you more one thing, Raja. The life you're enjoying right now, do you remember any good karmas you did in this birth? So extreme good karmas? Instead of being pampered and bullying around? Putra, let me be straight with you, because I think I need to hit you now. Remember from your childhood till now, before your marriage, give me the karmas, list of karmas you did so good that you're enjoying the life today. How many people, nahi Putra, how many people before your marriage, how many people did you serve before marriage?
Many.
How many?
I remember one uncle. He was old. He used to carry.
You remember one uncle, okay?
काफी एक
You were you working before your marriage? What you used to do with your salary? First salary. After that?
Then I started working.
After your marriage, what did you do with your salary?
I did a normal salary.
Paid paying नहीं मेरे को. I need a straight, clear answer.
Are you paying rent?
Do you remember how many times of your income, you took out 10% and said, Baba, this is yours? How many times you took 10% and give it to your parents' feet? How many times you took percent and went to your mother-in-law or father-in-law, this is for you? How many times you did this?
Put money for Baba.
10% of your income?
Not 10%.
Thank you. So what I'm trying to teach you is, whatever you're enjoying right now in your life is your past sanchit karmas, which you did good karmas in the past. Now doing that good karmas, but we were talking, we are very blessed to have Prabhuji with us. He's such a wonderful person, such a great man. We talked about free will and Purusharth. We really are very grateful to him. I feel like sometimes washing his feet.
Please.
What happens? If whatever you have done in the past, you're getting it, the day you decide this, forget what people are doing. You don't control them. You control your thoughts only. What you control is your thoughts. You can't even control Vishal's thought. Let me tell you this. Can you? You cannot control him. What he will like to do, he will do the way. Not what you want him to do. You can make him do what you want to do, but then you have to do what he wants you to do.
ऐसा भी होता है भाई जी।
तू पहले तो कुटता था मैं भी।
मैं तो आते थे कि जीरा था।
If you want him to do the way you want him to act, first you have to do what he wants you to do. Then he will do as per what you want him to do. So first you have to sacrifice. And remember one thing, the more thoughts you have inside you about other people, you are not closer to God, my child. That is your illusion. Baba is listening to you. It is your prarabdha which is being paid to you. It is just your prarabdha that is being paid to you. The day and time your prarabdha gets end, you have no clue where you will be. The seeds you are planting now, you are actually planting cactus. How will you get mango? If you are creating thoughts of cactus to just bite people, why let them go this time, not next time? Even if you are rose, you still have a thorn with you.
All that we've been doing it every day about each one of us.
If you've been with Baba for so many years, you've been attending satsang for so long, if you're not changed, it is shame on me. Not on you. It is on me. I've not been a good teacher. I've not been able to convey myself to you. I've not been able to make my place in your heart. It is bad of me.
No, sorry for that intervention. No, that's not correct.
Prabhuji, I'll tell you, no. I'll help you.
The fundamentals of the fundamental truths are there.
No, Prabhuji. I know where you're going to go. No, let me help you. No, Prabhuji, you're going in a wrong direction. I know where you're coming from. Let me help you this. If this is my child, if I take them, my family, I should take the ownership of it. If I give her blame, what am I doing? I'm throwing her in the well. Yes. If she will love me, she will from this very second change. I really love Bhaiji, I will have to change. I have to give her support. I have to help her.
I'm sorry for telling that. Every human being, based on whatever he has come, whatever he has done, and whatever Purushartha is doing right now, it knows that it's level. You see the teacher, they give somebody 90%, somebody gets 50%, somebody gets fail. The point is, the effort that one has spent, the Purushartha has done it. That is the fundamental. And we are talking about levels, which is very, very, very high. We are talking about Brahmatva, we are talking about Parambrahma, we are talking about self-knowledge. It takes, I don't know how many years of life, how many janmas.
Prabhuji, I don't go with this.
Because, no, that is...
What you're talking is fundamental truth. For me...
Unless, no, Bhaiji, no, it is not...
I will, Prabhuji, I always take one part of it. What you're talking is the fundamental truth of karma to be done.
No, the point is, see, you can't go from grade 1 to grade 11. Not possible. If I bring, you see, there is that divine knowledge, spiritual knowledge, there is one step. You can't, you see, we will give it.
Okay, I want to
do it best to put it at good level. But depends on what is my capability. I'm used to that. I'm
No, Prabhuji. What I...
So that ignorance has to go. It's not years, sir. It is for generations. It's for lives.
I'm not denying this part.
So my only part is, it is nothing. You are trying it wrong. So that's the way. That is not the way. And can I lie down on your feet and tell you, God, give me something? That is what needs to be done. This is exactly required for a disciple to do it. Please give me. Or we don't get it. That is fundamental truth.
Prabhuji.
It is not a one-way track.
Prabhuji.
So that needs to be done. It has to come from within. You say, can I generate that thing? Not always. Who does it? But the point is, it is here. So that is why they say Purushartha. That's why you have to do mantra. That is so you have to purify yourself continuous process.
True.
Without that, how can it happen?
Now there are two things here.
By only telling it doesn't happen.
No,
yes, you have done the best part of the thing. Then what?
We need help.
What do I do?
See,
Get help. You have to come and sit and hear. You have to spend the time. Whether 2 hours, 3 hours, 8 hours, spend the time. Then you get it.
what he's talking about, okay, let me
Sorry,
understand.
for
No, understand what he's saying first. Let me help you here. What Prabhuji is talking about, making your foundation stronger. Okay? I'm understanding where he's coming from. That's why I was telling you. He's telling you to teach you to make your foundation strong so you can rise up. That is what he's talking about. And because when if you want something from somebody, you have to devote your time. You have to devote your thought. You have to actually sacrifice everything to get there on a spiritual aspect if you want to grow. I'm not taking that away from him. But what I was telling her, and I was telling is, if I don't pull her, if I don't hold her, right? She will ask me this question again. After 6 months, again she will ask me the same question. Because I've been hearing it. But if I hold her, and if she truly loves me, then she will walk. Now she has to make her, now she has to climb harder than before. Before she had to make her foundation strong. Now it is a question of her and my relationship now. It's a different mode. It's a different direction. Now she doesn't have a choice. I'm not giving her a choice now actually. Which is not being seen this way. I'm not actually giving her a choice and telling her, if you love me, please walk the rope up now. Now you don't have a ground. Because there's no ground reality with you. You are fake. Basically, I'm not abusing her in that way. You're basically a fake person. But now I'm giving you a rope to climb harder. It will take you more efforts than that. Because when you climb the rope, your whole body weight is in your hands, not on the ground anymore. Because she did the same mistake couple of times before, so I have to give her this. If you love me, you have to work on this. You have to work on this. I don't want to hear this question again. People. They do bad to me, do that. Who are you to do bad to do? If they are doing bad to you, they are basically doing, you are thinking, what she is thinking, let me help you here more. Why I am telling that to her? She till date hasn't understood that she is so attached to her body. She is so much attached to her body. The problem is there. I am Anek Puri. How come they told me this? Now if I tell her a blunt word, who the hell are you? You are not even, name is given to the body for just to be known and called in the reference. Otherwise, the masters will say, Om. How are you, Om? Sai, how are you? Hari Om, how are you? Ram Ram Ji, how are you? They will not even call your name. Why do they do that? Because they recognize the Chaitanya inside you. They are basically doing pranam to that Agni you have inside you. All these saints, remember my child, the saints will always address you with his name because they know the light is same with both of us. But Anek is stuck with Anek Puri.
Here all
That is
also.
what
All
is
of
called
us
Mamakara.
are like that.
In Vedanta, they call it Mamakara. What is Mamakara? I, mine. You know, this
All of
whole
us
life
like
goes
that.
with Mamakara. It's just one word.
I, my, me.
I, mine.
Prabhuji, but in this world, our children have a confusion. They think they know everything. They are master of all.
Well, that's for reading an IT, for reading a school master's degree, how much effort we are making. And to get into spiritual line, to study that thing, to understand that thing, life after life by that. So it all depends on how much of trust or thirst has come from the deep core of the heart. That is again blessing of the God.
You know what he
That is
just
the
said?
blessing of the Gurudev.
Pay attention.
First.
He's first. Without first, he said masters. How we upgrade our education to get to a job here. To sustain in the market, we keep upgrading ourselves. But do we upgrade ourselves on a spiritual aspect? We are still stuck on 6 years old there also. After 2-3 years also, she's still asking the same question. So there's no upgradation course done there. So all the satsang she did with me is all drawn the drain.
She has picked up. That it is not that. But it is
Excuse me? Don't cover up.
No, I'm not covering up. I'm not covering up.
एक ये बात नहीं
The basic.
When I was covering her up, you put her down. Now you're covering her up.
No, the fact that it's coming, that is the first step. That is the first step.
So if you are really inclined, as he said, if you are really wanting to grow, you have to
A lot of effort. Right?
put effort. You have to study, upgrade yourself.
Absolutely.
You know how you do your dentition? You find your new recipes.
जिनके दिल से आवाज आई है
क्या है?
पहले वो तो कंप्लीट कर लो भाई जी
हर बंदा अपने भांडे तोड़वा लग गया ते अपने आप को नहीं देना
भाई जी ऐसा मौका सैटरडे के अलावा और कभी नहीं मिलता घर जाके तो फिर वही शुरू हो जाना उल्टा हो जाना काम इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि आपने जो शुरू किया वो खत्म भी करो 4 बार आपने बोल दिया कि तेरे को मार पड़ेगी देखा तो हमने है नहीं एक बार
एक बात आपको बताता हूँ No, I am very happy. You know, the many said this. What does it mean, you know? What does it mean? No, it means very simple. If she is struggling, that means he is also struggling. Very simple.
भाई जी मेरी तो स्ट्रगल खत्म होएगी नहीं अगर उसकी अपने आप से स्ट्रगल नहीं खत्म होएगी वो मेरे को स्ट्रगल खत्म करना
That means, no Raja, that means if you were a good partner, you would have continuously made an effort to tell her, Anek, we don't have to work on these lines. We need to work on Rava's lines.
That doesn't work क्योंकि चलो हम लोग नहीं तो थोड़ा सा आगे निकल जाएंगे इस डिस्कशन में आज की डेट में हर कोई अपने आप को बहुत समझदार समझता है और होंगे भी मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा I'm not pointing out to anyone अगर मेरे को मान लो ये मेरे को आगे बोलेगी ऐसा नहीं ऐसा होना चाहिए मैं बोलूँगा यार I know कि मैंने भी लाइफ देखी है थोड़ी सी और सेम उसका भी होएगा कि हर कोई स्मार्ट है जी
स्मार्ट कोई नहीं है सब मूर्ख है
वही तो
Smart is the person, that person is smarter who has recognized that there is a Chaitanya inside me. He is the smartest. Who has recognized there is a Chaitanya in him, in you.
भाई जी अभी तो खैर वही जैसे अभी प्रभु जी ने बोला खैर बात वही है कि चैतन्य को recognize करना is basically getting admission into class grade 11 और हम लोग अभी grade 1 में बैठे हैं वो मतलब
चलो grade 1 की बात ही कर लेते हैं. Let us talk about grade 1 now. Forget everything. Grade 1 the chapter is that there is no difference between you and him.
That's theory. But for us, for now.
You were last time beaten up by somebody or no? Not yet, no? The moment you believe between you, him, even Deva, we are all the same. There is no thing that we are not going to hate Harjeet because he has less hairs. My child, first chapter, let's talk about this. Now we have chapter 1. Let's put it this way. Chapter 1 is from now onwards, if somebody tells me bad, I will just be quiet. कि जो आप दूसरों को देते हो वही आप स्वयं को देते हो. If you give jealousy and hatred to others, that is what you're giving to yourself, and you're occupying your mind, soul, everything just because of that. And so how important that person is in your life, you're thinking about them, not Baba. That person is more important to you, right? You just say, वो ऐसे करते मैं क्या करूं? Did you say, I'm so thankful that he has blessed me to just take his name and nobody else's name. That person is more important in your life. Actually, that person is Bhagavan for you. Realistically, that person is God for you. राजा, अगर कोई आपके साथ, मैं गुड़िया में बात करते हैं, आपको गुड़िया का एग्जांपल देता हूं। मुझे लोगों ने कहा कि दीदी शायद आपका ये ना वो है, प्रारब्ध है, जब भी आप गो थ्रू कर रहे हो। And I can guarantee you 99% people don't know this. She is one person who's finishing her karma in this life. She will not come back. She will not be reborn. She every time prays to Baba, give me the maximum pain you can give me in this life to wash all my karmas away. Whatever you want to give me, I'm ready to take. But I don't want to come back. And chant. And every time you go to Gudiya, if she's sleeping also, people hear her snore. But I don't know anybody of you have really paid attention. There's a name coming outside. All the time. In that, when she's snoring, you can actually hear snoring. She will not come back, Raj. That is why people say she's very bitter. Because she's inside out the same. She doesn't have anything inside different than what she's just said to you. You don't find people like that in this world. They will never tell you bad things on your face. They will not be angry. She is inside out the same person. Every time you can ask her, it will be the same thing. So, if that person is not important in your life, my child, a Baba is important. And if you believe, you don't need to pay attention to anything else except your family, and you have to make everybody divine. Remember before giving Myra to you, it says both of you were told so many times. Vishal, what was told? Divine has to be divine. Even when you make relationship to each other, just think of divine. Don't think of a physical part of it. Remember? Bluntly was told to you. Why? Because when the child is born, it is divine born. After that, you were told to you, yes, my bacha. No, he's got the food. Go out and come. Go. Go. Ajit, go. Somebody there. No. Go. प्रभु जी रुक नहीं, आपको भोग अर्पण कर रहा हूं, आप भोग ग्रहण करें, उसके बाद अगर ब्राह्मण बिना भोज के चला गया तो इन सबका बैठना बेकार है। उतर बाबा को भोग शुरू करता हूं।
श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। ब्रह्मानंदं परम सुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगन सदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं त्वन्नमामि। सद्गुरु साईनाथ देवताभ्यो नमः। सकलोपचारार्थे गन्धाक्षरपुष्पैः सम्पूज्य अथ धूपः ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासेत् बाहोराजन्याकृतः पूरो तदस्य च द्वेषः पद्भ्यागुंशोद्रो अजायत। धूपं समर्पयामि, दीपं दर्शयामि, चन्द्रमा मनसो जातश्चक्षोः सुवर्यो अजायत। श्रोत्राद्वाजिश्च प्राणश्च मुखादग्निरजायत। दीपं समर्पयामि, अथ नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। चतुष्कोणमण्डलं कृत्वा तदुपरि नैवेद्यपात्रनिधाय गायत्रीमन्त्रेण पात्रं प्रोक्षयेत्। सत्यं त्वर्तेन वर्षिञ्चामि, धेनुमुद्रां प्रदर्शयेत्। ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा।
Putra, just a request, I don't know, I may be right or wrong, is this that you guys, whenever you bring bhog for Baba, right? And just my request to you, I may be wrong, mera bacha. I just have this request, you know the time you take at home to cook, Don't do that. I hope nothing is cooked in the night. Night.
The sweet is cooked in the night.
Always night.
No, because we were told. Huh?
Puttar, in our culture to follow, the food prepared, given to God is always cooked fresh. It is not overnight you can keep it. Please don't do this. If you have to give it to Supreme, give him the best. That is why he said, either leave the spiritual path. Why? Because you have to do tyag, sacrifice. You have to leave, you have to get up early, get up 4 o'clock in the morning. Start doing it. You can soak it in the night. Suppose chane banane, you can soak it. Overnight, you can cook it in the morning. Chapatis you can make here. This, what is this? Khichdi you can make here. Vegetables you can do. Make everything fresh here, bacha. Either get up 4 a.m. in the morning, or come here at 5 o'clock and make here. I have no problem. Don't try to save time in the night कि रात को बना के रखे तो सुबह 1 घंटा सोने को मिल जाएगा. That is better you stay at home. क्यों हंस रहे हो आप?
जो गलती से हो गया भाई.
पुत्र तो माता पिता बनना आसान है. आसान. आपकी मम्मी ने आपको कैसे पाला होगा? त्याग करके. यही तो बोलते हैं ना कि रात भर मां सोती नहीं है, सुबह उठ के नहा धो के उसको भगवान को भी तैयार करना है. बच्चे मेरे कहने का पर्पस ये है कि परमात्मा को देना है तो सेक्रीफाइस सीखो. लर्न सेक्रीफाइस. गेट अप 4 a.m. in the morning. Then it is worth you doing it your seva. If you are making a formality to cook, then it is good for nothing. Then we are taking shortcuts. पुत्र अनु, पुत्र प्रभु जी को डाल के दे दो. नहीं जाना नहीं दूंगा आपको. हाँ जी, गुंडागर्दी इसलिए करता हूँ ताकि लोग सुधर जाएं. इसीलिए मेरे को कोई डर नहीं प्रभु जी. कड़वा बोलने में भी डर नहीं लगता.
ओल्ड मैन के पीछे क्यों पड़ते हैं?
आप ओल्ड मैन होते तो आप कहते हैं ना पति पत्नी और वो, फिर कभी नहीं बोलते.
वो किसका वो है? पति का है ना पत्नी का है?
वो आपने बोला.
वो भी कहता मुझे मालूम नहीं. इतनी साल चलता.
पुत्र चलो, everybody can do pranam to Narayan, please. सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय.